Do, 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 do. Where's the coffee? Oh, there you are. Oh, you little sleepy thing. There we go. Yeah, I don't fuck, am I actually chilly right now. Surprising. Turn it off for a minute. There's some by the background here. Here we go. There we go. Yep. A little loud, right? Yep. There we go. Oh, that felt good. Man, I just have to pump everything out. Ooh. Get all that shit popped out of me. That felt good. Let's get bowl loaded up. Get myself awakened. Left the coffee too. And this stuff has like insane smell to it. I think this might be a little bit chiller. There we go. There we go. Get that charged up too. Oh, freaking hell, man. I need to get the brain waking up. Brain muscle bags. Hey. A couple things to pull up for a little bit later. Seems like there's at least a couple things to maybe look at. I guess I think so. I'm pretty sure I saw some interesting stuff from there. And actually, no, I did definitely see some shit from Portland today that honestly is just grinding the fucking gears and shit when it comes to NIMBYs, basically. Where it's like, it's just like this little story. I mean, it's not really like that big of a deal, I guess, but Fred Meyer's, their stores in Portland, at least, are apparently now collaborating with the Portland Police Bureau to stop shoplifting and stuff. So now they have like security where you have to show receipt, like at the front of the stores and stuff. And there's been like a little bit of a mixed feelings about it, where I feel like most people are actually against it more so than anything, because now like everyone has been, well, not everybody, but at least there's like a decent amount of people that unironically are bitching and are not happy about the fact that there is like this stupid bullshit of, you know, everyone being checked and being like treated like they're being thieves and shit. Like, there's been a few people that on there that were really saying, like, yeah, what the hell, I've been shopping here for, like, years and stuff, and, you know, it's only recently to start doing this, and honestly, it makes me feel like, you know, like I'm some sort of thief or some sort of, like, you know, criminal or something like that, and I don't want to be treated like that just to grab some eggs, bread, or some shit, so, you know, or, like, you know, my fucking gazpacho beans or something. So, you know, a lot of them don't go there anymore. They'll go to other places or just do, like, curbside delivery. Because they don't want to be treated like they're a fucking, you know, criminal or something. Because realistically, the actual criminals are fucking companies anyway. For purposely continuing to price gouge and do, like, criminal inflationary policies and shit to make things more expensive, and thus, you know, wages don't get increased because they want to continue to cut the costs, including when it comes to workers and shit, and people can't afford as much food, can't afford as much needs, they can't afford to pay the bills, and thus are more likely to go steal stuff and steal groceries in the first place, and yet it's somehow those fucking people's problem. It's the person trying to grab groceries and steal stuff, you know. They're fundamentally the problem, not the company that's going to make everybody else who could still afford shit also a problem too. Like, it's pretty much just like how society looks at it. It's like if you're homeless or happen to be stealing stuff, you're fundamentally the problem, and, you know, everyone else by proxy is now the problem too, because they also are culpable and very liable to do the same thing, and we can't allow that, so we must enforce this, like, you know, norm of, like, you know, making everyone look like they're suspicious. Same thing about cops. Like, they look at everyone suspiciously because they're fundamentally there to protect capital. Or those companies. Same thing for security. Unless there's something very specific about their, like, job description, there ain't no way in fucking hell that, you know, they're there, you know, like, to protect anything else but capital. Which, luckily, at least at my store, that doesn't really fucking happen. At least, you know, there's not a lot of, you know, shoplifting and stuff. And even if there is, no one cares. Because, honestly, at least around here, a decent amount of us recognize that most people are not necessarily overtly stealing shit just to steal shit or something. Or because they're a tweaker or something like that. You know, they're just, you know, like, you know, someone who's trying to, like, pay rent and doesn't want to, like, have to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth of groceries. Especially when those hundreds of dollars of groceries used to be about $150 something or less worth of groceries, you know, pre-COVID. And now, like, that value of groceries are about, like, double that. You know, giraffes make sound? What? Yeah? I mean, they're giraffes. I'd assume they make noises, and they just don't make horse noises and stuff like people probably would assume they do. Because they're definitely... I don't know what noises they make, I just know they do. Like any other animal would. And that is seriously some flavorful shit. Oh my goodness. I got one. That's a baby giraffe. What the hell? Oh, what was that noise? What the hell? It sounded like a bird almost. It sounds like some sort of electrical equipment of some sort. Like a leaf blower or something like that. These are the adult sounds. Jump back up. Honestly, I did not expect it to make those noises. I mean, I figured they would make like little noises or something like that, but I didn't think it would be like. I kind of figured it would have a somewhat of a similar sound, but not like that. So that's definitely interesting. It is his now. No, down, drop it. It was. Oh my god, dude. Twitter is literally slowly but surely collapsing. Oh, okay, now I was able to get it. You know, okay, it's just basically the cats now. That cat has taken your waffle. It's the cat's waffle now. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, that cat has made his claim. Gotta love it. Love those little fluffy kitties. This silly ass little dog was, earlier this morning was just straight up hogging my entire pillows. Not the bed, just the pillow specifically. And it was really annoying. Little bastard decided that my pillows were something he wanted to lay on, and thus his fucking big old feet are just like all up my face. Just like doing these little kicks every now and then. Actually woke me up way earlier than I wanted to because of that. It's like, ugh, dog, why? What the hell, bruh? It's like, I love you, but damn. That's how I feel about that dog sometimes. Like, I love you, bro, but damn, dude. Venom's hit me up on Discord. Oh, okay, cool. Why is he saying he's just gonna, like, he's just like letting me know, it's like, I'll be in there later. I have to get home first. It's like, you don't have to. That was it? Okay. You know, I was like, I guess he didn't have to tell me that, but okay. He can just pop in whenever he wants. Alright. I guess he saw my notification. It was like, hey, I'll be on there later, bro. Yeah. Actually, here, let me go on the, action. So maybe I'm just paranoid, but I've looked at several of these that said something similar. Several of these that have said something. How to calculate ideal weight. The BMI data or weight for height chart. Oh, like what? BMI stuff? Of the body mass index? The universal equation based on... Huh. From what I understand, isn't like the whole like BMI index not like the biggest qualifier, you know, when it comes to like what is, you know, ideal for being healthy? Yeah, look, I mean, actually, I'm just scrolling down here, and it says in a related article is why BMI may not be the best metric. Like, isn't there like mixed opinions about that? I mean, I feel like there's mixed opinions about all that, like BMI, like, you know, being like a, you know, something that is, you know, the best, like, calculator, I guess, or, you know, factor. I don't know. It doesn't really seem like, at least from my understanding, it's the greatest metric. I mean, from my understanding, it's at least, you know, one to consider, but not, like, something to just, like, you know, have as, like, the end-all, be-all. When I started, they have, changing, starting this, my ideal weight range was 195 to 207, my height, weight now, this shit saying if you're a guy and you're 6'6", your ideal weight is 190, bro, straight up anorexic. Dude, that is, like, dude, I'm 6'2", and I'm, like, 180, dude. Like, I'm 10 pounds less than that, and I'm, like, 6'2". Like, and I'm not necessarily at the ideal weight. Like, I probably could gain, like, another 20-something pounds. Like, honestly, like, I probably should be around, like, 200, but I'm a little less than that. So, like, if anything, like, I probably should be gaining weight myself, personally, but I got a high metabolism, so even if I do eat a pretty decent amount, I don't really bulk up a lot. So, honestly, I mean, from my understanding, like, the whole BMI index, like, because, like, there's so many different, like, well, not maybe, like, so many different things, but, like, you know, there's, like, different opinions about whether, you know, what the most appropriate, like, BMI index is for people. And that's why I feel like it's just, like I said, not really the best metric. It's something to consider, sure. But, like, all in all, I mean, like, it's something that, honestly, like, I mean, it differs for people. Like, you know, if someone's 6'2", sometimes, you know, being, like, a, you know, having a, like, a higher BMI index or some shit might be better, but for other people, it might not be. It could, you know, there's other factors that might play a role in that. It's like they're trying to gaslight people so they'll accept eating less food. Probably. I mean, food's expensive as fuck. They want to cut costs and shit. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised, actually. Which is a conspiracy thing I thought of. I mean, I don't know how accurate or true or close to reality that is, but I honestly wouldn't be surprised with that. I mean, look how they, like, fucking, like, you know, do portions, you know, and shit, right? Like, when they, like, change an item a little bit, even though it's, like, basically the same, like, you know, a Big Mac or something at McDonald's, like, notice that those get smaller. I mean, you know, it's shit like that. Like, the patties are smaller now, like, the buns look like they're bigger, but they probably never change those. They probably, you know, it's just everything else they are, you know, changing and shit. And smaller portions. And also more expensive. Fucking bastards. Well, that's what I mean, like, it's like, you know, I think there is a little truth to it. I just don't think it's, like, some organized thing, but I think there is just kind of a general, like, zeitgeist of, like, you know, less food equal, like, less likely to be fat or something, which is not true, frankly. There's plenty of people that, you know, do, at least, you know, when it comes to their diet, look after, you know, what they eat and shit, and still are pretty overweight. Like, because of other factors that could play a role in that. Because it ain't just eating that, you know, plays into that role. Like, if that was the case, I'd probably be a big chunk boy myself, personally. But because I have a high metabolism, probably a couple other factors. And plus, I usually am on my feet all day, you know, because of work and shit. I mean, I'm not. In fact, actually, in high school and stuff, I used to be kind of chunky. Not entirely, but I had a little gut and a little flub going on. But basically, as soon as I started working and shit, all that went away and never came back, basically. Been a skinny boy ever since. I've been checking boy because it's okay, fuck about that. Well, that be honestly a little bit. I mean, for you, I mean, it could be, you know, honestly, your diet. But, whatever. Obviously, you just said, don't so I'm not gonna, you know, go into on that. But like I said, you know, for people, it could be different things. Depending on their, you know, life and lifestyles and all that shit. Just varies. Got 2 fast THC vapes, you're just vibing. Nice. Hell yeah. play some more tunes. If people, yeah, they want to. Well, if people literally on the way out. I mean, no one's saying to. Well, I guess maybe some people, but I mean, no one's really saying like, don't have people eat how they want. Let's just have like our food industry, and when it comes to like the food that we are given, let's just make it so it's better. You know, and just like, you know, more efficient and not so destructive on ourselves and the environment. Because like how we, you know, acquire food, you know, from like, you know, things like meat, milk, you know, crops, like it is fucking just utterly destructive on the environment, on ourselves, on everything. In fact, a good chunk of our a lot of our production, especially when it comes to crops like corn and stuff like that, don't go to us. They go to other animals that we, you know, get products off of, whether meat or other animal products and shit. So honestly, a lot of our food production, like at least half of it, doesn't go to us. And then like, you know, because it's either being used for the animal production type of aspects, or it just gets wasted. Like half of the stuff that is harvested for human consumption doesn't go to the market. It gets thrown out. So realistically, a lot of the food that we actually do have isn't exactly, you know, being used or being consumed. Cow's gotta eat some out, gotta fatten up for beef. Well, that no one's saying that's an issue. What, you know, like, especially, you know, if someone like me was saying, is that our food industry is fucked up and needs to shift and have, you know, a difference of logistics of how it fucking works. It also needs to be way more strictly regulated. Like, cause at least for me, I'm not against the idea of like, you know, animal production or animal products, stuff like that, but you know, it needs to be done in a way that isn't, you know, destructive, because, you know, that has been done in the past and we are able, you know, and can do that. I mean, smaller, you know, like family operated type of things, or like, you know, ranches and stuff like that, like, you know, people that have their own little setups and shit. I mean, they're able to do it for the most part. Not everybody, but at least there are, like some people, like my cousin who's building his own little, you know, little fucking farm and shit. He has cattle and stuff. And frankly, they're, you know, I've seen, you know, because there's big cattle farms and industrial cattle farms in Oregon and shit, and, you know, I've seen them all the time, and like, I'll see, and I've seen his, and honestly, they are more happier and healthier. And in fact, I was, you know, when they were all hanging out and shit, kind of chilling off in the distance, they were kind of playing with each other. You know, so, honestly, happier lives. You know, so because they're not all cooped up all the fucking time. And given, you know, like basically overall, like legit, like, you know, a fair life and stuff. But, you know, it's not like those cattle aren't going to get sold to, you know, for meat processing or stuff like that, because, you know, my cousin does have them for that. But just because of that, you know, that doesn't mean you treat them like shit. You know, he still treats them as animals, as living beings, and wants to make sure that they're happy. And he does. So it's like, obviously, there are ways to have, you know, like efficient and good, you know, forms of, like, you know, production of this type of stuff where it isn't destructive and actually can be, you know, good overall. And plus, it's actually supportive of the local economy too, in that sense, because you're supporting the local community in that way, instead of like some big fat cat farm that's, like, you know, owned by Tyson or something. I by no means want to suffer. Well, that's pretty much, you know, like what I mean. It's just like, you know, our food industry, at least when it comes to like the animal husbandry industry, like, is built off of suffering. That's unfortunately the fucking problem with it. Which is my critique of it. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna go hardcore, like, vegan status about this shit necessarily, but I mean, I definitely will still have my critiques about it. Hey, dude! Hey, chill! I mean, honestly, if anything, there are, like, I mean, there are definitely things that, at least, like, the critiques of, like, you know, the animal husbandry industry that vegans critique that, honestly, I don't disagree with. I just think they're a little over the top and a little, like, overzealous, I personally think. I don't care if they are vegan. I don't care about that. In fact, there are some vegan foods that are actually pretty good, honestly. I've tried. That's the issue I'd say the right on if vegans rose up, I mean. Well, the thing is, like, vegans are a pretty small minority. And honestly, even then, like, the ones who are really annoying are a small minority in with them, too. Like, I mean, because honestly, like, you wouldn't think, but, like, a decent amount of the punk scene, for example, like, a lot of them are vegetarians and vegans, too. But the difference, at least, is a lot of them aren't gonna, like, be some, like, proselytizer preacher about it. Like, they might sing it in songs and stuff, and sing it in music, but they're not gonna, like, go to you and be like, you need to be vegan, fuck you, or some shit. Like, they're not gonna be like that. Like, I mean, so, like, honestly, I'd argue that, like, a decent amount of vegans out there, will, talk and advocate about that, but they're not gonna be, like, some fucking preacher about it. Like, the militant ones are few and far between, but they are very fucking loud and annoying. Like, the ones who are always on the internet being like, go vegan, bro, and, like, will tie every fucking issue into veganism and stuff. Like, those ones are fucking annoying. And I don't like them. But luckily, especially from my experience, most vegans aren't really like that. That's why they're a very loud minority when it comes to the whole situation. Because, I mean, like, all in all, they, just like any other radical movement, they're going to be a even more fringe radical extreme of them that's going to be super, super fucking loud. Nah, I'm not interested in being vegan, and let's just drop their thing. Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, I mean, I've had conversations with a couple of them at, like, different punk shows, stuff like that, or just with, some people out in Portland and shit. I mean, and honestly, like, a good chunk of them, like I said, aren't going to be, like, some crazy preacher about it. Like, I mean, honestly, if anything, usually, like, especially like I said, like, I do agree with a lot of critiques about, like, the animal husbandry industry and shit like that, especially in the U.S., like, if anything, there are just commonalities and interests of that, and at least because of that, I mean, they're usually more willing to, like, have them back and forth. We obviously aren't totally going to agree, with our solutions, but at least they understand that we all kind of have the same problems with the industry. We just have different ways, of wanting to go about it. But honestly, at least, with that in mind, I mean, a lot of them just, like, at least do give a sense of respect to other people about it. And just realize that, yeah, their, idea is a little bit more niche, but at least there's a lot of things that they do critique about and advocate for that can be implemented on a more mainstream sense. That's why, honestly, I don't really care too much about vegans. It's just the militant vegans that I don't like. Like any other vegans I've talked with, I mean, they tend to be fairly chill and I mean, it's not like they're, not proselytizing, because, they all are still to a little bit. But, I mean, for fuck's sake, I am too with my ideas and my values, right? So, I mean, I ain't gonna really, dog on that much about it. So explaining everything is ours. Well, it's not. I mean, what, was everything on this planet ours before we existed? Because it wasn't. And it ain't going to be after we're gone, so it's not. Like, nothing inherently belongs to people with this. That's a fairly biblical mentality. Like, it just literally is like a very godlike mentality. For the moment in ours. Well, I mean, where this whole initial idea comes from? It comes from religion and the Bible. Like, this idea that humanity is the inheritor of the earth because God built it. It built the earth for us to inherit. Like, it all comes from the Bible, basically. And, well, before then, too. So we're the apex species. Not entirely, dude. The only reason why we're apex is because of tool making. If it wasn't for that, we would still be, huddled, together, making sure that fucking lion doesn't kill us. Challenging us for the throne. The planet itself is. The planet itself and our own species is challenging us. Like, I mean, no one else has to do it. In fact, honestly, I'd argue cockroaches probably are. I don't see any other tool makers, do you? Yes. Actually, yes. there are tool makers, like birds even. Like, yes, there are tool makers and even like artisan makers of like the natural animal world. Yes, there actually is. None are our level. So, I mean, he said so to my thing. I mean, I'd say so to this. So, they barely started. Are you sure about that? Like, yeah, when it comes to certain tool making, like when it comes to like apes and primates, I mean, sure. Like when it comes to more intricate tool making, but the thing is, though, the whole idea of using other objects as tools, like that, other animals, including otters, you know, and different animals like birds, ravens, like they have understood the idea that I can use this object like a tool, or at least obviously how we interpret something like a tool, to either open this, or, you know, or get into this thing and get some food or something like that. Some people out there, that's the reason we find uncanny characters so off-putting is because our ancestors had to deal with predators who looked human but weren't, so maybe we aren't so apex after all. But we still won over those predators. Our ancestors still won Neanderthal laws. Mainly because of a lot of different other environmental aspects. Like, the Neanderthal didn't lose anything. If anything, they just eventually blended in with Homo sapiens. Most of the shit just got killed off by starvation or environmental changes, so it was really by default. Exactly. Like the whole idea that like Homo sapiens like rape and pillaged Neanderthals and there was like some big war between them, you know, that's just a myth. That didn't happen. Like, yeah, there was probably skirmishes between nomadic Neanderthal and Homo sapien tribes and all that shit for sure. But realistically, that was not what was just happening. Like, you know, it happened sporadically, and it obviously, you know, like there was warring tribes and shit like that. Like, that's just kind of a granted and given. But the idea that, like, Homo sapiens and Neanderthals were just constantly fighting each other is just a total misnomer. And there's plenty of archaeological sites that show that Neanderthals and Homo sapiens have actually intermingled and, you know, have cooperated with each other and have actually, you know, worked in tandem and have, like, done trades and found, like, Neanderthal art and Homo sapien art and, like, you know, vice versa and different, you know, tribes and different campsites and stuff. So, I mean, realistically, if anything, you know, what remained of Neanderthals before they eventually went extinct just integrated and bred with Homo sapiens and merged with them. Which realistically is probably what happened. As Neanderthals, you know, started dying off, you know, a lot of them started finding Homo sapien tribes and probably just hung out with them. And just eventually interbred and intermingled and became a part of those tribes. Which now, in some part, is why some people legit have Neanderthal DNA. It's because of that. So, if I'm getting ready to fight you and you drop dead from a heart attack, I'm still declare victory. You literally cannot declare a victory over that. You didn't do anything. Like, you did shit. Like, the person died of a heart attack. Like, I mean, so you didn't do nothing. You didn't win anything. Like, the person just died before you can have the fight, so nothing happened. Like, that's not how it works. My fight is... And my face self was on my side. Oh my god, dude. I fucking beat you, you stupid stroke victim piece of shit. See, you had a stroke, I beat you, haha. Oh, you had a heart attack? Oh, I won though. That's how history works. It's written by the survivors. And with that art, and also by that logic, wouldn't that mean that history isn't exactly accurate nor true? And actually, there's a lot of pieces of the puzzle about history that we don't totally know or understand because it's been basically written off with historical revisionism over time. So basically, that would mean that there's a lot of things about history where it's actually totally mythological and more likely fiction. So, including, you know, like, the apex of humanity. You guys survive, I can write my narrative. It doesn't make it true. That's why, you know, the whole idea of, like, you know, post-truth, in a sense, is kind of a thing. Because, like, if you can basically just, like, write your own narrative, then what the fuck is the point of truth? I mean, it's like, on one hand, I'm not against that inherently, but, like, I mean, to a certain extent, there is obviously, like, you know, an objective sense of reality. Yeah, and I think, at least in my mind, you know, post-truth should build from that. You know, from the understanding of what reality is, and just go from there. Because it's more about, like, writing your own little storybook. You know, that's what I would say. It's like, what's your personal truth type of shit? Because everyone's got their own. So it's like, but, like, when it comes to, like, history and shit, it's like, bro, you can write anything by that logic. Just look at religion. Yeah, religion's, like, one of the first post-truth, like, you know, fucking modernized things, you know, to really cultivate in humanity. Like, I mean, the idea that, like, you know, it's like the truth is, like, the earth is based off of, like, you know, being 6,000 years old. Which, you wanna know how they come to that conclusion? It was based off of, like, you know, like, a lineage of, like, Abraham or something. Where it goes back to, like, Zebediah or something like that. So, basically, they literally based it off of, like, the fact that, like, a family existed at one point, and they traced their lineage. Like, and were able to trace it back down enough, you know, and that was it. I guess, you know, the Earth and the universe itself was built, you know, when they were around. So. New pagan European god? Well, I want more than just one. As long as I can have my own, like, fucking, you know, like, paradigm. Like, I'm gonna definitely have to interwove, like, some crazy-ass, like, you know, Loki being a transgender speciesist, you know, or something like that. We need to have, like, that guy in there somehow. You know, we need to get, like, you know, like, the big beer-bellied, drunkard, big, like, berserker guy, you know, that, you know, can fuck with the weather a little bit. Not just thunder, you know. You have all the weird vengeful shit to ignore. I don't want vengeful shit. I want all the cool shit. Like, you know, I want all, like, the cool, like, you know, mischievous kind of troll gods. No, I want sex god. No, fuck you. No, I want, like, you know, deviant, like, fetish gods and shit. Like, dude, I want all that, bro. The god of love and fertility, you know, and promiscuity. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I want all that. If it's your ideal world, why would there need to be vengeance anyway? Yeah, like, there doesn't need to be any vengeance, especially if, like, already by, like, the idea, especially of me being interwoven in it, I'm just gonna make it, like, a fucking god of, like, you know, we're gonna make the world, like, an entire place full of just, like, vibes, drugs, sex, partying, you know, just, like, tranquility and, like, natural, like, Edens all over the world. I'll destroy the ultimate creator god, just destroy the vengeful, the old world, and yeah, all my demigods who rule over the people. I want to be the god that showers your enemies in fire. Why? So, like, what? Why? I mean, who would be, like, enemies here? I mean, if we're gods, right? That means we would have control over, like, mortal man. Couldn't we just, like, manipulate them and just, like, be like, hey, you'll not be dicks, basically? Can we just do some shit like that? Like, why do we have to do all this? See, this is why you gotta have, like, y'all need to, like, you know, get some Loki shit going on, okay? You need to all think like Loki or something. Y'all need to, like, buck with people, do some trolling, Stuff like that. You gotta be like the OG prankster god and the trickster god, dude. You gotta do some shit like that. Like, I mean, y'all need to think like Loki a little more. Well, not really y'all. I mean, mostly Venom. This world, the aliens will have their own gods to protect them from us. Why? Fuck that. I'm gonna travel to those fucking worlds and, you know, have them be converted too. It's like, I'll protect y'all. In fact, I'll have their gods, you know, come in and join me and be like, what's up? It's a vibe, y'all. They just show him Ares in a tank top and boxes of 5 o'clock shadow beer popcorn. Because otherwise I'm gonna be a god tentacle of sex. So now you're gonna be a part of my, like, you know, like, you know, god, like, shit. What's it called? Paragon? Mustard bed bless. Oh. That would just have to suck for War God's piece of Apollo. It's just like, yeah, Ares has just been living on my couch the past 3 months. All he does is watch TV. He doesn't know what to do with himself. Just shows Ares in a tank top boxes of 5 o'clock shadow. All the War Gods are all just bored. See, that's why, you know, we will have Valhalla still. You know, I'll basically keep Valhalla as the same thing, and I'll just call it the same thing. It'll stay the same. So all like the War Gods, all like the War Guys, and all that shit. All the warriors, they all can still congregate and have their little spot. In fact, that's how we'll release the vengeance and aggression and all that. We'll just have, like, a tournament zone. You know, the tournament realm, you know, like Valhalla, that'll be it. Like, you know, you get the gigantic fat, you know, beer hall, meat hall. And then everywhere outside of it, you got, like, different tournament zones and shit. All that. Even in the sky, where you got, like, some dragons and fucking big-ass eagles and shit, if you want to do that. As soon as I will myself a Mjolnir sword. Wouldn't that corrupt him immediately? Yeah, that would corrupt him immediately. That's why he wants it. See, let's not make him a god. See, we're gonna have to, like, you know, treat him like, you know, Lucifer from, like, you know, in the battle of the, like, heaven and shit. Like, we're gonna have to do that. And banish him into the 18th hell dimension. Like, that's where he needs to go. The extension of my will? No, it wouldn't. No, it will literally corrupt. It literally corrupt you, dude. Your future throne. Yeah, we're gonna make sure you're banished into 18th hell dimension. Where you can't escape. Yeah, that's set in stone. Yeah, we're making sure that happens. Actually, you're a little there. There you go. Yeah, you're going into the 18th hell dimension. Yeah, I've set that in stone. Create the sword yourself. Well, it wouldn't be a Mjolnir sword. It would be like a Venom sword at that point. It'd be different. Don't worry, my will's unbendable as soon as we leave. We hear, and there's just like all the realms are just being conquered left and right. That's all we got to do it, dude. We can't trust them. That's Null on the throne with his sword. Well, that's why it wouldn't be a Null sword. It would be a Venom sword. Like, you can't just conjure that. You would have to take it from him. Like, so... At least you'll get a living goop to share your body. What makes you think Noel's just gonna let you stroll up and steal his weapon? For real, dude? You think that, like, literal God is going to just, like, fucking, you know, let you take that shit? He doesn't exist. How do you know? How do you know there isn't, like, you know, in our universe, in our reality, how do you know there isn't, like, the equivalent of Noel just out there somewhere? You don't know that? I mean, I'm sure you heard the dark jungle theory. The cosmic spiders just waiting for the signal to, gobble up everything. What if that's null? What if he, hears signals like, I have now heard the traces of a realm of Earth. I shall venture and conquer its land and consume all within its realm. Never let me Goop share my mind way Phil says null's not real. Oh my god. I can see why just like having a post-truth world and just like making your own reality, whatever the fuck it is pretty fun, honestly. That's why I think multiverses are a thing. That's why I entertain that. Because, like, I mean, we'll never truly be able to prove it, so, might as well have fun with it. Because at that point, you can basically let whatever reality be a thing. It would just essentially be an alternate reality, right? And also, like, it seems like everyone's really into the multiverse thing right now. I always was, like, even as a kid, I was always really into it, but now, like, everyone else is, so now I don't really feel special about it. Necrosaur is made of symbiote. Last I checked, symbiote doesn't exist either, so pray tell you to create a sword. Not the Marvel kind. Not like Marvel shows them, symbiotes. Well, yeah. Well, not the Marvel kind. Yeah, exactly. Because I'm pretty sure they're totally a different thing. Ultimate Venom was a product of science, though. And I'm pretty sure science is nowhere near the level to do something like that, though. Just invent to cure cancer and turn it into symbiote, though. I mean, honestly, if that's the way to cure cancer, then fuck it. That's the way to do it. But the thing is, it wouldn't, like... Yeah, because it's super easy. Yeah, it's totally super easy. But the thing is, like... At that point, why not just, have nanobots? Just get nanobot tech. Because that at least is actually real. Like, nanobots are a thing. So it's basically one of those things where it's just a matter of time until they become, but, at least it's safe, for, human implantation. Which that would be cool. Cool. Just don't let Bond eventual person lose. We're supposed to get ultimate carnage. Oh my god, we're going way too deep with this now. Yeah, let me go on the red. Let's see what's going on over there. Let's have a little fun there. If it wants to open, oh my god, it's always gonna do that bullshit. There we go. Let's see what's happening now. Whoa, Jesus! Hey! Fucking! Hey! Dude! Fucking hell, bro! No! Stop it! Fuck! Get over here! Nope, come here. What the fuck, dude? Oh, Jesus Christ. Hey, don't you oh, no, don't sit on my chair. No, oh my God. You jacked my chair. This motherfucker. He took my chair. He fucking took my chair. Look at him. He just jacked my fucking chair. You jacked my chair. What the fuck? What the... Are you kidding me, dude? I'll sit on you. Don't think I won't sit on you. I'll actually sit on you, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Wow, what a fruit. I am going to sit on you. Like, you really don't think I will? What? Yeah, I'm going to sit on you, see? You aren't budging. Really? Oh my god, you ain't moving? Are you serious? Even though I just sat on you? Ooh, go on. Go on. You fucking goofball. My god. Wasn't that wait, what? Oh my god, hold on. Fuck, dude, dog! Man, what? What? Shut up! What the fuck? Oh my god, what? Hey. Dude. Hey. Chill, bro. Man. You know what? How do I just see what the commotion is? There's nothing going on. Goddamn dork. Ugh. Let's see, man. He'll fall in line. What the fuck is going on? I'm not about to have. Yeah, fuck a hive mind. Like, what? Survival of term. Oh my fucking god. No, no. Live for the swarm. So what are you, the fucking bug aliens from Starship Troopers now? That's what Ignore will look like. What am I gonna look like? Somehow time travel appears in the future tells how everything is somehow more fucked, and now my thought is immediately gonna go to Venom. Yeah. You would think it'd be like TJ or something, but no, it's gonna be Venom. Actually, that's how it's gonna happen. Like, TJ is gonna somehow become king of the earth, and then Venom's gonna get close within, like, the higher-ups, of his kingdom. And then fucking, like, kill TJ, which, fuck you, Venom. And then he will, usurp the throne, and, like, basically do some, like, crazy shit, like, Julius Caesar, and, like, tie in loose ends, like, some Stalin-level Great Purge shit. And then, like, fucking just, like, conquer the world for himself and make everything legit fucked. So, yeah. So, what am I gonna look like? If it will load it. It's just quotes. It doesn't even show really anything. It's just quotes. Yes, it does. What? This fucking disturbing mutant thing? The fuck is that? Yeah, no. Dude, Sukov! What the fuck? TJ's gonna drive. His defense gonna drive TJ saying, maybe I should just nuke Washington. Yes, you should. Dude, Sukov! Oh my god. This fucking mutt, dude. Okay. I'm done playing with this power fantasy thing. You're trying to nuke Portland, but what if Ignite has one of these? Dude, the ultimate Uno card. The Rainbow Capitalistic Reverse Uno card, baby. Let's go, dude. The Reverse Uno Queer card. That's like the ultimate Reverse Uno. You get a regular Reverse Uno, but then you get the ultimate Queer Reverse Uno card. That's like a Quantum Uno reverse card, dude. It's like the Quantum Queer reverse Uno card. I just dropped the bomb saying, well, they will just drop on yourself because they reverse Uno'd. No, you, bro. Because we have like a queer, like fucking reverse Uno card deflexive dish that will just bounce off anything that, you know, hits us. Because after all, we are just a lawless communist, you know, queer, you know, anarchist, like, you know, Antifa land over here. And we've established our own Iron Dome. It's just like the queer quantum reverse Uno card dome. And it will literally bounce off like any Moab nuke or pretty much anything. Where we like purge all the straights. How would people reproduce? What, bisexuals? And they have a massive orgy? I guess, okay, well, I guess that probably at least solve that a little bit. Okay, alright, you got distracted by a fly, good. It's getting weirder than usual now. Dude, I know, bro. I've kind of done playing all of this power fantasy. He'd be exiled in the Star Trek universe to live out his days in communism. If we did that with Trump, how much do you want to bet that, like, the actual universe of Star Trek would literally just become a Terran Empire universe, and then we'll have two of them? We'll have two Terran Empire universes to deal with then. Because somehow Trump's presence will literally cause the Star Trek universe to fucking collapse. Federation collapses and shit. It's like, oh no, what have we done? It's like, uh-oh. How would that cause two? Because Trump would just like take over the Federation, cause it to collapse, and be like, I won the election here. Is somebody alive? Dude, I'm saying that. Oh my god. Okay, did you not hear what I was saying? Okay, never mind. I was saying, if we transfer him to the Star Trek universe, then he's gonna corrupt that. That's what I'm saying. Oh my. Okay. It would happen here. Like once he gets, moved over there, dude, that's how it happens. Just saying, goatee Spock. At least goatee Spock is actually kind of cool. Actually, goatee Spock is kind of like the least, like, evil out of all of them. The only thing they just made him basically was like, he has a goatee, thus evil. What did I do with my tea? Goatee Spock's basically just morally questionable Spock. Pretty much. Here, I'm gonna grab my tea really quick. I think I left that in my room. Actually, never mind. It was over here. At the door. Won't do bad things for good reason, kind of what I mean. It's very good. I question that. I'm pretty sure the hard things are actually just straight up not good things at all. Just see, yeah, exactly. There we go. Yep. This is why. This is why. This is why we don't give someone like you power. Or anywhere close to it. Maybe a little bit on the outside. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus Christ. My goodness. My god. I'm just gonna be seeing what random things are on this sub right now. It's just like. Rose can be science minister. I don't think he knows anything about science. I think he would be more of like, the creative writer field or something. What the fuck? The right can't mean what? Oh my god! It's one of these. It's one of these bumper sticker ones, dude. Hey, left wing, pull the dick out of your ass and put it in my fucking mouth. What the fuck? Wait, what the hell? What, you want that left-wing dick in your mouth? Okay, well, bring it over here then, alright, like, what? Wait, what the fuck? What the fuck, dude? Oh my god, that is actually fucking funny, dude. I feel like that person, did not realize what the fuck he's saying there. Oh my god. Oh, yeah. What the fuck? Oh man, dude. Oh my god. Sometimes the right wing does kind of put out a banger, I will admit. Every now and then they kind of do. I mean, my lord. Wait, the fuck is this? It gets bigger and bigger. Single blade? Single blade of what? The fuck is that? Wait, what is that? What is that thing? So, okay, what the fuck is this? Yeah, I don't know what I'm looking at. It's an oncoming truck with a massive wind turbine blade on it. Oh, is it? Hold on, I want to look at it again. Oh, okay, I can kind of see now. Yeah, alright, that's the end of the blade, I think. Oh, there's the truck. Oh my god, that is... Okay, now I see it. It is the turbine blade. Yeah, like, the truck is so tiny, I want to zoom in, but it's so small, because I can barely see that. I thought it was a slug on a window at first. Inflatable giant fins. We all see what we want to see. Oh my god, yeah, I was really wondering what the fuck that was. I thought it was like some weird-ass inflatable thing. So I guess, yeah, honestly, the giant inflatable penis is honestly what I thought, too. I mean, my god. Oh my god, wow. Man, the Moms for Nazism is at it again. Tiffany, just co-founder for Moms for Nazism. One of our moms quoted Hitler in their newsletter, and I stand with that mom. Oh my god, of course. Of course they do, because they're fucking Nazis. Hot take, they're like the few chicks that I'm just willing to, like, just... They're a Nazi, so, you know, it's okay to slap and punch Nazis. It doesn't exactly fucking, you know, like, really matter what background they are. A Nazi's a Nazi. I don't give a shit. Fuck them. Yeah. Oh. See? Man, he went all the way for one little fly to sneak up on it and just grabbed it and walked off, dude. What a sniper. Damn. I love it. What a goof. No. What? What? Yeah, what? Jeez. Oh my god, wow. Uber will soon know if you're drunk and refuse to pick you up. That defeats the whole point of Uber. It does. A lot of people take Uber just so they can get home from, like, the bars instead of driving and shit, dude. I'm just lucky that I have a watering hole that is around the corner from me, so I just walk there or ride my bike. I guess technically riding a bike is operating a vehicle, but, I mean, there's off-roads that I take, so I'm not, like, endangering anybody or anything. And plus, I don't get sloshed at the bar enough to the point where I just can't handle myself. I get a good enough buzz to play some pool, hang out with some people, and chill, and then get home. I sent you some Blue Steel or Stalia they liked. I mean, want to change up the genre from some MDC to something else now? Is that what you want? I say. God damn. This is my friends are weird. My family's all weird. My siblings are weird. Yeah, I'll check out your little short. Let's see. Oh, there we go. What?
It's happening.
Want to get out of here?
Yes. Oh, dude, she had to bail me out 3 times already. Is it even worth it? Yo, it's totally.
Whoop. Oops. Like, okay.
Is it even worth it? Yo, it's totally worth it.
Okay. Alright, well, I think that was all of it anyway. Aren't you the one who, like, always says it's questionable to, like, sexualize her? A lot of Spider Girl horny personally. Well, yeah, it sounds like you're falling for it too, buddy. I think it's hilarious. I mean, I couldn't even really see the full fucking thing anyway, because YouTube's dumb about displaying shorts split screen like that, so I don't know. Yeah. Oi. But hey, why is it not playing? God damn it. There. Well, yeah, I was trying to get it to play. There we go. Now I got it going. Oh, there's a fly here. Oh, damn it, it flew off. Fuck. Send a little message to my friend real quick. There we go. Can tell it was a guitar riff. Well, yeah, I'm listening to it. I just had, you know, fucking, you know, send a message to some friends. Oh, and I sent some memes. I sent those little faces of jank that we saw. You froze. I know. It's because I pulled up my camera on fucking Telegram. I was messaging my buddy and then unfroze. Well, I know. I know. I mean, I know what's going on this side of things. Like getting old, man. I mean, are we all that That's kind of an obvious, isn't it? I don't like when a lot of new things coming out. Well, why do you think I, check out different scenes and go into the underground scenes and shit? I mean, honestly, I think a lot of it's just because you're not, like, in an area that has a music scene. I think that's the problem. So there's not a lot of, like, local shit and, local stuff to check out, and, like, little house shows, bar shows. Like, I mean, you're in an area that don't got that, really. I mean, so you don't really get to see how much, like, different music is actually being made out there. There is nothing here. That's what I mean. Like, Portland has a pretty diverse and, like, diverse music scene. Like, there's a lot of different music scenes around here. And, I mean, just in really the West Coast, and especially the Pacific Northwest overall does. Oh, there's a fly here. Fuck! Keeps flying away every time I make a movement. Bitch! Fuck you! Maybe a mainstream band that comes to Huntsville? Yeah. Like, Alabama doesn't have any music scene at all. Like, the closest to you would probably be, like, Nashville, fucking, like, Houston, Dallas, maybe. New Orleans, like, there's a very huge major music scene out there. I don't make enough to enjoy it. I would expect it to be worse there. Dude, when you got, like, a friend... Dude, there's plenty of times where I don't got money, but all my friends do, and, they pitch up for the squad. And there's times where my friends don't got money, but I do, and I pitch up for the squad for them. So it's like, I mean, that's not a problem. I mean, it's like, obviously it makes it harder to go out and enjoy shit, for sure, but... I mean, here's an example. Like, for house shows, usually, like, it's more of an encouraged donation if you have anything to give. I mean, it's not really, something that you have to do. Like, when I was, because the last show that the last punk show I went to, it was, the admission was literally $13.12, $13.12. But, by the time I got there, there was nobody, taking the admission fees anymore, so I just walked in and just went to the show and just enjoyed it. Because at a certain point, like, you pretty much raise enough money to not really need to worry about admissions at a certain point. It's like, I could bail them out. Well, dude, I mean, fuck, bro, I've definitely have had crazy breakdowns and different things, and I've been a mess, with my friends, and they haven't ditched me. Dude, like, if you were to live up here, you'd basically just morph into our friend group. So it's just like, all in all, you'd probably be fine. I mean, it's like, dude, also, like, all my friends are, like, a pain in the ass to deal with on one way or another. Like, okay, I mean, but guess what? Still hang out with them, still chill with them, we still vibe, kick it, all that shit. I mean, it's like, come on. Oh, buzzing my ear now. Hey, Zipkov, would you get these fucking thighs? Oh my god, I bumped that fucker with my knuckle. God, I hate these flies, dude. I'm gonna put him for the annoyance of dealing with me. Dude, I think you underestimate, like, the tolerance that a lot of them deal with and shit when it comes to stuff. I mean, dude, again, you'd be fine. You're overthinking it, honestly. It's also a cheap way to live. I'm introverted, and I'm still doing my shit. Bro, okay, at the very fucking minimal, I'm gonna, like, convince you or your mama to fucking at least visit up here or some shit. And if it takes, like, Starset or something to do it, then motherfucker, bro. Your overconfidence in your friends is your weakness. What the fuck does that even mean? I mean, like, what? Having confidence in someone's, like, in a friend is not a bad thing, nor a weakness. Like, huh? That's being supportive. It's okay. Face palm. Don't. Oh my God. Don't do this. No. Don't be doing the face palm. I don't want no damn face palms on this bitch. I don't want none of that. Do you not watch Return of the Jedi? Was that how? What? Wait. What? Overconfidence and friend. How's that? What you mean, like with Luke and his friends, like on Endor or something? Dude, they won. Dude, the Rebels won in that. What do you mean? Palpatine said that line to Luke, and what happened to him? And in the rebellion and the Empire, what happened as a result? Despite that, Palpatine died, got bitch made. Because Vader wimped out. No. He didn't wimp out. Like, he realized he couldn't kill his own son. Yeah. That's not wimping out. That's honestly taking a lot of courage and bravery on his part. So, like, because he knew he would die, doing what he did. Because his suit was built so, if he were to be electrocuted, it would basically significantly inhibit him. Or kill him. It was a way to keep him in line, for Palpatine. But, nonetheless, and also Luke wimped out. No, he didn't! He says, I'll never join the dark side. He couldn't kill his dad. Yeah, because he doesn't want to kill his father. He wanted him to, basically have his redemption, which he did. He wanted his dad to be redeemed. And, join back to the light side like he once was as Anakin. Like... Dude, like, he didn't wimp out. Dude, there was a lot of courage and bravery that came into what both of them were trying to do. Both of them literally legit could have died. Well, one of them did. In the original cut, Luke stabs Vader and puts on his mask. Because, I mean, the original cut was initially meant to be called Revenge of the Jedi, but George Lucas scrapped that because it was too, well, vengeful for what a Jedi was supposed to be, so he didn't want to do that. So he cut that. That whole part of the story was scrapped because it wouldn't fit with Luke's character, and it doesn't. I'm kind of glad they scrapped it because that doesn't make sense for Luke as a character, honestly. So, I mean... Anyway, like, the whole story about that, though, nonetheless, kind of is proving my point. But got far enough to be filmed. Well, yeah, because, I mean, Star Wars was a new concept, and, as he was making the movie, he was kind of, kind of working and building the story as he was doing it. Like, he basically had all 6 films already kind of set in mind as an outline, and he knew he really couldn't make, the entire story all in one go. So he just wanted to, he condensed it into at least, one chunk of the story that I thought would be good, which was basically, the New Hope story. And because that was so overwhelmingly successful, that's when he continued to build the story from there. And build the franchise overall. So, I mean, it was at a time where he was still kind of like... There was no way out of Clone Wars back in the 70s. It was conceived of. It wasn't, like, fully, conceived of as, like, the Clone Wars. But the overall universe of Star Wars at that time, yeah. Including the arc for Anakin and all that. And also, like... Actually, yeah, because I'm pretty sure in... Ben Kenobi talks about it. Like, because he talks about his story, being war buddies with Vader/Anakin. So, yeah, no, he did, yes. No way he knew Sam Jackson. Well, of course not. Like, I mean, he didn't, like, expect, Sam Jackson and all that shit to, like, like, he didn't know who was going to be doing all that stuff yet. He just conceived of it as a part of the story. It was established as a throwaway line from Ben. Well, okay, like I said, it's a part of the story that he's building off of, because, I mean, he made the first movie not knowing if it was going to succeed or not. So, it was intended to be throwaway, but once it realized the success of the film, he continued to grow the rest of the world and the establishment of that. So, it might initially have been, but it became an establishment for the rest of the universe. So, yeah, he did, he did at least conceive of it. I mean, it's just like, it wasn't totally established up until around the 90s when he started making the prequels and shit and developing it further from there. But I think a lot of it was just because the technology wasn't there yet. See what they did in the early comics with the Clone Wars, basically a clone rebellion against the Republic. Yeah, I forgot all the specifics, but yeah, I remember, like, as a kid, reading up about something like that once. Which, obviously is like an early conception of it, but I mean, in a way, like the whole Order 66 is kind of like that. I mean, it wasn't a rebellion, it was more of a legit full-on military coup. But, nonetheless, the kind of, you can kind of see the concept, there, just obviously redone in a totally different way. So, I guess, there are some remnants of that, that kind of have stuck around, as the official canon. Which is actually kind of cool. Or success with centralization of power. Well, yeah, that's what I said. It was a military coup. Like, I'm saying, like, there's, some overlap and, similarities between the two events. Or at least the two stories. Like, because it wasn't a rebellion. It was just a full-on military coup to destroy the Republic and the Council and usurp the Jedi in their power when it came to the Republic. And, yeah, cementing Palpatine and Vader as the top dogs and establishing the Empire, yeah. I know a lot about Star Wars, bro. You do too? I do too, dude. Like, it's like, I know my shit. I might not, like, talk about it often, but I know my shit. Come on now. I'm a nerd. I'm a dork, okay? I know my shit. It's really good. I still need to play the first one. I haven't even gotten a chance to play that one yet. You know what? How cool is this? Yeah, well, not too bad. Cool. I enjoy the expansion of saber combat from the first one. Yeah, because I've seen some gameplay of the first one. I haven't seen too much of the second one yet. Double Blades versus Dual Blade. My preference? Personally, double blades. Like, a double-sided lightsaber is... I think it's cool. And actually, it, like, and I think can be something that, can be tactful, but it's not my forte specifically. What I'd want is, like, I actually have the idea already, like, because I have one. I need to go to Saber Forge, which is in Oregon City. I need to get it worked on a little bit, because I have a screw thread that kind of got shot, so I need to kind of get it sent, go over there and work on it a little bit. But nonetheless, though, like, it'd pretty much be like this type of style. So, like, obviously, I can, hold it like this, for, like, curved attacks, but also I could kind of have a, if I wanted to do it like that. But obviously, if I had two of them, I can, hold it like this and kind of do some curved stuff, like, kind of like the fencing style type of shit. Because I really love, like, Dooku's, saber style with this, like, curved aspect of things. And if I want to, let's say I, only am using one blade, I can also double-hand it and, also have some really good control, especially with that curve, because I could really do some, like, swing attacks like this. So that's why I really love those, like, kind of curved fencing style swords, or sabers, because you can, really do, like, like some undercuts, some overcuts, and, also have, like, different styles of attack and defense too. Like, if you kind of do like that, you can do that and counterattack with a parry. You know, so this type of design for me personally is one of my favorites. You know, like the curved style, but a little extra length on the handle. So if it's, you know, so if you dual wield, you can still kind of, you know, hold both of them at the same time. But if you're single wielding it, you can also double hand it too. And if you want, you can have it up here as well. But you know, you don't really get the same type of, like, you know, abilities as much. That's why, you know, that's where the curved part comes in. Plus, you have that extra length to kind of keep some extra distance. You know, it got that extra little length of distance as well. So it's, you know, I want to get another one that's slightly different in design, but, you know, this is pretty much the same, but I want the top of it to be a little different, because I need to charge it, actually, and, you know, like I said, kind of get it worked on a little bit. But yeah. I also have, like, kind of a little plug, you know, just so if you want it to just kind of be something displayed, you can have it like that. You gravitate if you're a Jedi or Sith. I forgot the form, but the one that Dooku does. It's the one where it's like a fencing form. That would probably be it. But, you know, like I said, I also would do dual wielding, Jarkai dual blade fencing. Yeah, same here. Yeah, well, I mean, what I'm talking about is kind of in tandem with that. Makashi? Or, yeah, Makashi, I think. Well, it would be a little bit of both. Like, I mean, Makashi with a mix of Jarkai, I guess. But probably predominantly Makashi, because, you know, a lot of what I'm talking about, you know, is in tandem with that fencing style, and also a little bit of the double hand, too. So, I guess it's a little mixture of different forms, but probably predominantly Makashi. But also some Jarkai, too, just because, you know, I want to kind of have the ability to kind of do the dual wielding thing, because I could do like that, and also have, like, some other undercuts, and honestly, dual wielding, I can probably have it more held up here, because it'll work better, you know, in that sense. So maybe, like, you know, I could dual wield one like this for more stabbing, and then the other one could be a curve attack one. So, I mean, that's why, you know, like, this is why this type of style blade, it's never seen ever. It's just something I custom made. But, you know, it's something that I personally think, generally, when it comes to, like, lightsaber designs, this would probably be my favorite style. I want to try a mix of what I could have Obi-Wan's. Form 3 is good at defense. Form 3, yeah. Yeah, like, because Form 3 is all about defense. It's not about aggression or attack. Aren't there 6 forms? I know there's at least 5 for sure, but I think there's 6. This fucking fly, dude, I swear to God. 7? Oh, there's 7. Oh. Well, shit. Because I know Makashi is what, Form 4? 1 through 6 the Jedi teach. Okay, gotcha. And the 7th one is the one that the Sith kind of used and the Jedi see as kind of verboten. Is Juyo and only the Sith teach it? Ah, okay, gotcha. I kind of figured there was a little, you know, something about that one. I kind of figured I was, you know, that's why I kind of thought it was like 1 or like 5 or 6 or something like that, you know, because I knew Sith had its own separate one. Makashi's too. Okay, so. And then, Jarkai is what, Form 4? The 4th form? So I think for me it'd basically be like a mixture of 2. Mostly 2. And, also a little bit of 3, but also Jarkai is 6. Oh, okay. Well, hey, like I said, I mean, I don't know all the specific, you know, like, names or, like, which ones are the criteria for the forms. I just know, like there's different types, and I know at least specifically certain ones. You know, because, like, Makashi's the one I know a lot, because I really like that form a lot, and then also, Jarkai too, because I really like the whole idea of, you know, using double blade. Yoda's is for. Dude, Yoda is just, like, as far as I'm concerned, he's, like, ascended into his own form itself. Because he's, like, he basically just does crazy little, like, you know, like, little ball attacks and shit, basically. Anakin Vader is 5. No. It's not time. Oh, it's almost 4. Had my friend meet me around 4:30 and gonna fucking get some food with him and then get on a bike ride and all that shit. Ugh. But kind of get a little pregame going. Just a little bit. Ernest on did form. Liam Neeson did Form 4 in the first movie, but got killed doing it. Yeah. Qui-Gon. Yeah, Qui-Gon Jinn. Yeah. Which is kind of unfortunate. Which you think, because, like, you know, fucking Maul, like, survives getting cut in half, and yet he dies being stabbed. It's like, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like that's a little bullshit. Just a little bit. Yes, said he wants to come back. Ooh. You better kind of push for it a little bit. Because that would be insane if, like, he somehow just, like... Sam Jackson says Mace is still alive. Dude, you know, honestly, as far as I'm concerned, it feels kind of implied that he, you know, survives. Because, I mean, yeah, he gets thrown out, he gets fucked up. He doesn't, you know, he doesn't actually, like, die when he gets thrown out. Like, he gets fucked up, for sure. Like, but he also didn't get the Force lightning as long as, Palpatine did. So he, you know, if Palpatine got fucked up before all that Force lightning on him, then... You know, like, Mace should, you know, definitely have survived. I want Mace to show up as a fallen Jedi driven by vengeance. I could see it. Because, honestly, like, because what I'm thinking is, like, you know, honestly, is that, like, you know, because in the second film, like, you know, there's, like, that whole chase scene with the bounty hunter where they're all, like, falling, you know, through, like, high altitudes and all this other shit, and they survive and are fine. You know, so I feel like it's kind of applied that, like, you know, he does survive. Like, he kind of gets his bearings for a sec, just enough to grab onto, like, a, you know, one of those vehicles or some shit, and just, like, clutches on, and it's like, fuck. Oh. It's like, because, man, it kind of feels like, you know, he would live. Because, I mean, he only had one of his hands cut off, right? It wasn't both of them. It was only one of them, so I think, you know, he would have been able to hold on. The Nun is getting a sequel, why? Why? Yeah, dude, that fucking movie sucked. Come on, what the fuck, dude? That shouldn't happen. That just... I still feel like, since Cal is developing dark side powers. Well... I think, you know, because Cal's going to be like a great Jedi. Well, I suppose you can kind of, you know, make it like that. I'm sure, like, the third movie that they do, or not the, fuck me, dude, not movie, game. I feel like the third game that they do will kind of make it like a multi-ending, I feel like, where you can either join the dark side or be kind of like a great Jedi or, you know, be a full-on Jedi. I mean, because from what I understand, especially where the Jedi Survivor has gone so far, I mean, even though I haven't played the game or really seen too much of the gameplay yet, like, it kind of seems like they're kind of going towards that route where you can kind of have, like, a multi-ending type of thing. Because it kind of seems like they're kind of, you know, doing somewhat of, like, you know, a branch of the story a little bit where you can kind of take different routes of the story, but it kind of culminates to the same ending. But I feel like eventually it's going to just branch to a multi-ending thing. I think. It's just my hunch. Jedi Survivor has a Jedi from the High Republic you pull from stasis. Whoa. Okay, but he immediately goes dark. What? Okay, that just seems a little like, what the fuck? From his own trauma. Oh shit, so putting him out of stasis and him realizing that everything's fucked. And okay, that actually makes sense. But at the same time, wouldn't that, like, be like, we need to reestablish this? Holy fuck, this, you know, oh my god. You know, wouldn't it basically make that person, like, cultivate this idea of wanting to, like, immediately, like, bring forth, you know, like, the resurrection? He was going for some bullshit at his time. I won't spoil it. Okay. Alright. But he sees himself as Anakin. Oh. So kind of like a High Republic version of him. Chosen One shit. Ah, interesting. Alright, well. Like I said, I still need to play the first game. Like, I haven't even gotten to that part yet. Like, so once I get back into, like, you know, console gaming a little bit, I'll definitely have to at least definitely get the first game first. Okay, this fucking fly, I swear to God. Alright, you know what? I'm setting up a little zone right here. And if it lands here, alright, I'm just gonna have to, like, you know, be like a fucking Venus flytrap, just to be, like, prepped and ready to go, dude. Fuck this bitch. Come on, motherfucker. Come back. Oop. Next thing we need to make Cal believe in Jedi, or else I don't know what's gonna happen. Well, that's why I say they should do a multi-ending thing. Because in my mind, I feel like that would be something that would make sense. You know, if they want to, like, kind of have people play around with the idea of being on the dark side or something. Because, like, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I haven't played any of the games yet, so I'm just only basing off of what I just vaguely understand. So, I mean, it's just one of those things where eventually I'll, like, once I actually get to play the game, I'll kind of be able to have more of a basis to work with on, you know, my idea about it. He has lost his virginity and lost his shit when his girlfriend almost dies in front of him. Well, wouldn't you? I mean, so that makes sense. Didn't show a force use his girlfriend without permission. Well, of course you're gonna throw in a fucking sex joke in that. My lord. Come on, bitch. Come on, bitch. Oh. Oh, I got it, but it like, freaked out. Now it's somewhere in it. Where'd it go? I hear it. It's down here somewhere. I fucked it up enough for where it's in, like, not really able to fly, I guess. Oh, man, motherfucker. It'll probably roll around. It's past 3, late for work, and terminated. I don't work today. I'm going on a bike ride. I'm waiting for one of my friends to show up at this point. So I can meet with him, get some lunch, and then go to the bike ride. Meet my other homies at 6 o'clock, then we are going to the pedal metal ride. Also, mother says that to camp in the Grand Canyon would require a multi-hour trip on a donkeys. So that's a big note from her. The camp in the Grand Canyon? And a multi-hour trip on a donkey? Dude, that sounds fucking awesome. Oh, dude, that motherfucker got... Okay. I only stunned the dash. Hell no. I only stunned your ass. Where'd you go? Motherfucker. I told you you didn't want to do that. Well, I mean, I want to visit... I don't mean, like, camp in the Grand Canyon. I mean, like, just visit the Grand Canyon and check it out. I don't mean, like... She said that was what it would require. Well, maybe to go camp there, but I mean, like, you know, to just visit and go on a hike there or something. Because people go out there to hike in a little bit and then, you know, for a day. So, I mean, just check it out for a day, explore a little bit. I'm not saying camp. I mean, it would be cool to go camp there, but, I mean, I'll do that on my own time and show my homies or something. We all are on little mules and donkeys, just kind of chilling, doing our thing. Regular doesn't want to ride an ass. You did not just hear what I said. You jumped the gun too quickly on this, dude. I just said it would be like, it'd be pretty cool to fucking just, like, you know, be on a little mule or horse or donkey, just kind of chilling, you know, riding out in the Grand Canyon, camping out there and shit. Dude, hell yeah. That'd be awesome. Anybody ask Pedro? Pedro? My goodness. Oh, Pedro. Mother! Come on, bitch. 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 Man, he's fucking flying around too fast. What the hell? Why ain't the... Oh my god, my headphones plugged in. Oh, fuck you, headphones. 5 garbage bags of clothes. Why garbage bags? So he stole his garbage bags? So he just won't give you boxes, man? What the fuck? Do we have, like, old boxes lying around somewhere? Use the clothes for, like, cushions, you know, to box up other stuff. So you can use it to make sure that, you know, more sensitive items don't get broken. Mom used all the boxes. Oh my god. Oh my goodness, of course Mama is using the boxes up. Oh my god, this fucking... Okay, these headphones, dude. What the hell? Stop doing that. Where are they? They're right here. They're in here and they keep fucking hooking up. Like, stop it. I don't get these stupid fucking things, bro. I don't even know how they're on. They should be off. You had to stop yourself earlier. Oh, do tell, what happened? Said System of a Down is horrible. I nearly smacked him, dude. I would have fucking just right on the face. Boom, dude. Oh, no. Oh, fuck that piece of shit. I mean, it's like, I mean, honestly, if it was literally anybody else, I probably wouldn't care. But it's Step Douche. I mean, that's worse. Start blasting Sode for the rest of the time you're there until you leave. Nothing but System of a Down. Literally nothing but that. Get some BIOB, you know, up there, Chop Suey. He immediately changed it. Dude, just blast it from your room. Make it a point. Complain about how this generation's music is horrible nonsense. Dude, like, System of a Down isn't even really, like, this generation's music. That's, like, the 90s and 2000s there, dude. Like, he doesn't even know what generation's music is anymore. He doesn't even know what the fuck it is. Like, oh my god, what a dumbass. Fucking idiot. This generation's music from the 90s sucks. It's my generation's music. Well, yeah, I mean, it is mine, too. But I'm saying for this generation, like the Zoomers and stuff like that, it's not theirs. You know, it's predominantly all, like, ours, I mean, as far as I'm concerned. So, yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. Like, he thinks, like, all the youngins are listening to that? No. I wish, but, I mean, well, some of them are, but not all of them. The Zoomies love their Biebers and Lizzos. Well, I mean, honestly, Lizzo ain't really that bad. I mean, it's not my music whatsoever, but at least she's, as a person, actually kind of cool. I mean, she played on, like, that, you know, John Adams fucking, like, crystal diamond flute or something. Well, barely, but, you know, she did, so, and it triggered the fuck out of every conservative on the planet, so, you know, there is at least that. Adele's our Lizzo. Yeah, I mean, yeah, and Adele's pretty cool too. Actually, there's a funny thing that I screen capped from her that I thought was fucking hilarious. Well, it wasn't actually, like, her, but it's a quote of hers. Actually, here, let me send it to you. Here, I'll go on Discord so I can... Here, and then I'll use that as a way to just kind of look at it. Here we go. But basically, there's, like, been multiple artists that have been kind of talking about how, like, you know, like, some fans are throwing things on stage. Like, food and stuff like that. And it's just like, and apparently at least Adele, you know, she said this as a response to something like that. I fucking dare you to throw something at me, and I'll fucking kill you. And then look at her. Dude, look at the picture they chose for that quote. She just looks so happy and like, I dare you, I fucking dare you, and I will fucking kill you. She looks so happy to be saying that in this picture. It's so funny. That's why I had to save it, because just, like, it's just so out of context, but so funny. Baluders. You mean Baldur's Gate? Oh wait, Baldur's Gate 3 is announced. Baldur's Gate 3 lets you have sex with a druid in bear form. So you're a bear and you fuck a druid? I mean, it's consensual, I guess. So, I mean, okay, that's, well, you already know all the furries are about to, you know, jump on that. Oh, boy. You never like that. I think it'd be kind of funny. Actually, I kind of want to, like, play the game now just to see how funny that scene is. Like, honestly, like, I feel like if they're saying that, but, like, if you actually play the game in the scene, it's, like, implied, but it doesn't show anything, I'm gonna say that is bullshit. If they're gonna imply that, go all out, okay? Like, they need to do some shocking shit in games now, okay? We need to make games shocking again, okay? We need, like, some crazy shocking things that are like, whoa. You know, it's like, what? That's in the game? Okay, let me play it, you know? It's like, fuck it. Like, if they're gonna say that, then they better go all out. Just for the shock value, dude. Bear dick and human pussy. Well, they're not gonna show that, but they're gonna, like... Dude, I swear to God, if they only imply something and they don't go balls to the wall, I'm not gonna be happy. It's not, like, honestly, like, I mean, because that would be some bullshit. They can't, like, have it all black and white and you just hear... And then... Like, I don't want that. Fuck that shit. Like, it needs to go all out. Like, that's just IMO. Just for shock value shit. I mean, like, think about Holgate, dude. The B-hole. The bonus Holgate, dude. It's like, here's how hairy my butt is. Okay? Like, if that motherfucker, you know, understands it, then, dude, we need to make, you know, entertainment shocking again, okay? We need the shock value back. Because it works. Oh, Fade, I hope your face back comes back to you snuggling the bear. Oh my God, okay, that might make up for it. Honestly, like, I'm not even gonna lie. That might make up for it. It's just like this little twink femboy druid just like snuggling up to a big feral bear. Okay, that might make up for it a little bit, honestly. And is this video not wanting to play? It's just giving me the ring. The ring of loading, the ring of a loading, where we can't have this play at all for some reason. Here we go, there we go.
Don't think universal basic income is a good idea. Okay, well, no, I like the idea. I just don't think the numbers shake out. You know what I'm saying?
That's you, fag.
All right, but see, I'm not just talking about numbers.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, ignore him. So, here's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, I can't refute your points. I'm so sad. I think I'm gonna cry into my own pee hole, and then I'll pee into my mouth for a nice, refreshing drink of stupid fag.
Jesus.
Cook fag.
Really? What are you focused on him for? I'm trying to have a conversation.
Yeah, I'm trying to have a conversation with you, but
I'm very distracted by your horribly rude friend, who seems to be on your side of the argument.
On my side? He's not on my side.
Yeah, maybe I'm on your side, except I don't have a vagina for a brain.
Oh my god, dude. You know, like, man, if, like, reality was like this, dude, the world would collapse. This is why trolls do this type of shit online instead, because if you try to do that in real life, that bald dude would just be like, oh, excuse me, mate. Pass by the person, go, boom! Okay, anyway, so you were saying? You know, and just go right back to conversation. Dude, like, I mean, like, that's why it's, like, the internet and social media is so fucking toxic, because if those same motherfuckers who are, you know, on a little profile pic and, you know, random old name, you know, were doing that shit to someone's face or, like, you know, in public and stuff, at least at a certain point, they're gonna get a boom right in the face. Getting the good old knuckle sandwich. Oh, you know, it's like, they're gonna get it. That's why, you know, there was at least, you know, a level of, like, decorum when it came to having, like, conversations and discussions, even if you vehemently disagree with somebody, right? Like, I mean, it was, like, something that it's just kind of granted that, like, you know, there's a certain baseline respect. And, you know, one of the things about social media that has, you know, been very negative is basically the destruction of that. I mean, at least, like, if you're talking with people one-on-one, it's still there, but, like, even then, it's sometimes finicky, depending on who you're talking to. Like, because, you know, like, it's, at least in some margins, has bled off into the real world as well. Because, I mean, that's how you get Karens and shit like that. Like, you know, this more extra sense of entitlement of, like, I'm better than you and I'm right now. You know, like, just kind of enforces that in some people's, you know, behavior and shit. So, it's, it's just so toxic.
Looked it up on YouTube.
See? See? Is that what you said? See what? Look,
Should I drop this bomb? I swear to fucking God, if it's that video, no. I'm not clicking any link that you're going to be sending anytime soon now.
We can move on to a different topic.
Okay, well, I don't even know if I can refute your points or...
Oh, now you just sent bomb emojis, oh.
But I think the important thing is that we pause this conversation here and focus on the horrible behavior of your friend. It's crazy.
Fine. Larry, can you,
Oh, did you just deal with it? Is it...
He just deal with
I'm
it.
gonna cut your face off and put it in your drink. Jew.
It's impossible to have a serious conversation like that with it. I mean...
Is it impossible, or are you just wrong?
Now you're very clearly just encouraging him. Look.
Oh, come on, you saw me do the whole... I did the thing.
I did the thing, Jack. No malarkey. Now listen, fat.
Picture your wife over here. How about I tell her how much I like her with a little taste of the man mayo? Just a little...
Do you see what's happening right now? Your friend Larry is literally right now masturbating onto a photograph of my wife. I mean, could you focus on the conversation?
Did you just dox my friend Larry?
Man, not cool.
Not cool.
Privacy.
Prank bar.
Hey, thanks for watching the video.
Oh my God. Yep. Oh my God, that was based. No! I'm not clicking that! Wait, hold on. Is it really it? Oh my God, dude! You know, I'm not! No! And by the way, we've already have seen it! We've already seen my reaction to this! And I died laughing! So, I mean, we don't need to, like, rehash that again, dude! Oh my God. No! By the way, it's 420. Smoking if you got him. Yeah, seen it? Well, go watch it. I'm not gonna show it. Dude. Listen, like, Deep Fat Fried on Onion Nuggets yesterday, literally, like, before, like, for the first hour, we're talking about this video. And, straight up, like... I mean, the dude, like, you know, like, Scotty was reading the entire TOS about sexual content and nudity. And the virtue that, like, making jokes and laughing and all that type of stuff will basically make it, you know, TOS violation. Like, I would have, like, and because in this entire stream, you know, like, there's no way I'd be able to get away with it. It'd have to be a separate video, separate thing, and I have to take it very seriously. and we could not laugh. None of you motherfuckers could laugh or anything. It would have to be like all like some educational, you know, like, oh yes, you know, here's the most proper way to use Nair on your boo hole. Like, so, yeah, like, there's no way we'd be able to get away with it. Because I would eventually break down laughing. I haven't seen his asshole, so I wouldn't look for it. I mean, it's pretty fucking funny, dude. I can't believe YouTube allows that shit, but you can't react to it. Honestly, I mean, I do think it should, you know, you should get a pass to react to it, even if you're... It'd be a twink. Dude, he is a fucking twink. I mean, he really is, dude. I was just like, yep. I've seen booties like that once before. And just, I like, even for the first 3 seconds, I mean, even in the thumbnail, looking at him, I'm like, dude, I know he was a twink. I mean, it's just obvious. Nice time, man, it's 420. Yeah, well, I was looking at the time. Told my friend to show up at 4:30, so, you know, he probably should be here pretty soon. Be sliding in them DMs. No, I'm not. Yeah, that's a twink I observed from a distance, because that one's, you know, I could just tell he's crazy. Like, I mean, he skirted the edge of YouTube and got away with it. There ain't no way in fucking hell that, you know, I'd be able to get away with that. And I, like, just man, oh man. No, boy. What's up, boy? You don't have work today? Nope. It's a bike ride. Pedal to the metal, metalhead bike ride. Having one of my friends meet me here pretty soon, so we can get some lunch and hang out for a little bit. And then, mostly to kind of discuss the music project I want to do, because I've mentioned it and kind of established, like, you know, some stuff I want to talk about, but we never actually had a chance to really sit down and talk about it. You know, so it's just like, you know, I want to actually have some time, you know, a little bit for that, and then we're going to head out at, like, 5:30 to go meet our boy, you know, at OMSI at 6, and then we're going to go to bike ride from there. So, at this point, I'm just kind of waiting for my friend. I just tell everyone he got promoted to manager. So I just go work today. Well, there ain't no what, dude. I think it'd be kind of the talk, you know, of the store if I was. Also, I'll never go hiking with you. Wow. What a way to just, like, you know, hurt my feelings, dick. There's so many cool places that are not hard to hike at all, and are not even long hikes whatsoever, that are really cool. Okay? Like, really? Come on. And plus, there's a really cool-ass hiking stick that you can use. I'll let you use it. Dope-ass hiking stick that I found. I literally found this in a 7-Eleven off of Park Avenue as I was walking home with my friends, and it was just sitting there, right next, just like hanging out, like just chilling on the counter like that, just hanging on the side of it. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna pick it up, and now it's mine. And it's a cowboy stick. It says cowboy on it. Like it. Once in nature, I'll plug into a VR headset. Well, it's kind of hard to do that in Oregon when nature is literally all around you. Sweet stick. Yeah, it was a nice little find for the 4th. Where I'm nice and safe and no cougar is going to rip me apart. Oh my fucking god, dude. There ain't going to be no mountain lion ripping you apart on a hike. And even then, that's why I carry a 44 Magnum. Because if you got a cougar, pull that fucker out. It'll drop that quick. I mean, you know, someone might carry, like, you know, 44/357 mag or something like that. You know, just because it's, yeah, like, realistically, it's over the top for pretty much anything else. But if you're going hiking, especially in an area that's prone for, like, bears or cougars, like, it's unironically, legitimately, you know, like, something you would probably want, because it will help, you know, put that down. Portland's full of cougars. Oh yeah, I got a different type of magnum for those cougars. So is Bamamorn. Yeah, well, so is pretty much, well, you know, frankly, there's cougars everywhere. I mean, to be fair. I mean, no matter where you go, you're always bound to find a cougar. there's always going to at least be a congregation of them in anywhere you go. So I mean, honestly, like, I will say that, like, Portland and Seattle, like, the PNW does have a pretty extra predominance of them, that's for sure. I mean, so, there are, like, some extra density going on. A lot of desperate 130, 50-year-olds around here cheating on the terrible right-toed husbands. Which, honestly, that's, I know a lot of, people say that cheating's unethical, wrong, and stuff like that, but I kind of have a gray area type of take about it. Like, sometimes, honestly, like, frankly, the realistic thing is that they just need to separate and, break the fuck up or get a divorce, something like that. Realistically should be the honest, like, true thing to do. But, like, sometimes people really can't necessarily get, just out of that situation that easily. So, honestly, like, doing some adultery is honestly, like, basically the only other outlet, and I don't blame them. It's like, I mean, at least to a certain extent, it just depends on the context, in my opinion. Like, if there's, like, a marriage like that, like you're talking about, I ain't gonna blame the, wife or the hubby or some shit if they're in a horrible, shitty, abusive relationship and, and all that type of stuff. Honestly, I'm okay with what's called cheating if both parties are just upfront about it with each other first. Well, that's not cheating at that point. That's just having an open relationship. I mean, an open relationship is different from cheating. Like, there are even boyfriend-girlfriend relationships that will have open relationships where, obviously they're still loyal to their partner, but, every now and then, they recognize and consent to the idea that they might, have a little fling every now and then, but at the end of the day, they always are going to go back to their partner because, at the end of the day, they love them. So it's just like, I mean, there's always going to be like that going on, and that's, between those two partners at that point. Because, like, having an open relationship isn't necessarily a bad thing, and honestly, at least for me, I feel like that's kind of maybe where I jive with, because I will admit, I'm not, like, super experienced when it comes to, like, relationships and stuff, but, like, I've always thought, like, am I, like, someone who's, like, polyamorous, or someone who's okay with the idea of open relationships? I never really, gotten far enough to explore in that sense, but, I feel like at least, push the shove, I'm probably more, like, monogamous, but open to, an open relationship, basically. Like, open to the idea of having an occasional fling or, like, want to say and stuff, as long as, obviously, everything's all okay and consensual about it. Or, being open to, like, different, aspects of, like, like, fetishization or, sex experiment stuff, like 3-ways, 4-ways, stuff like that. I mean, I'm always open to shit like that at the end of the day. At the end, it's all consensual. I mean, because that's really what a relationship should be about. It's like mutual consent and, mutual satisfaction with their partner. And I think, if people can, and not satisfaction just sexually, but also platonically when it comes to just, like, knowing each other and, liking each other's company and stuff like that. Like, I mean, just kind of, all across the board. And I think, at the baseline, if that, is something that, is, achievable, I think, at the end of the day, a relationship can work out, and, be fruitful. So it's just like, I mean, it's just about just knowing each other and just, having a baseline respect and understanding about, like, what you want from each other in a sense. And, like, being able to build a relationship from that. I mean, because honestly, and I've said it before, but people honestly overthink the fuck out of shit. I think that's, like, a variable that some people don't talk about, is the fact that people overthink the fuck out of things like this. Because honestly, it's not as hard as people make it out to be. It's just like the social anxiety aspect of, like, the back and forth and the social element that makes it kind of, like, tricky to deal with in a sense. Because we're human, we all got our quirks and issues and sensitivities and, flaws and all this shit. So, I mean, that's really the, difficulty behind it. But, like, at the end of the day, we all kind of yearn for relatively the same idea and same thing in a sense, wanting to have a partner that we're happy with and shit, right? So, I mean, it's just one of those things where I feel like, people do kind of generally overthink about. It's not like, there are other variables, that do legitimately play a role, but I think, our own psychology and our own brain is another one that is its own enemy in a lot of ways. I mean, look at incels or MGTOWs, for example. Like, I mean, and, you know, one variable that they will never address is their own head, their own psychology, themselves. You know, because they're, frankly, the big problem as to why the way they are. It's not, you know, it's not like, you know, certain aspects of society they critique aren't necessarily, you know, wrong, but, you know, one thing that they'll never address or even acknowledge is the fact that one big problem, you know, about why they're having issues that they are is their own head, their own brain. And that is like, you know, because they absolutely hyper overthink the fuck out of everything else and don't consider their own self. And, you know, the flaws in themselves and introspection. So, I mean, I do think that is like a variable that, you know, not just incels, but I think, you know, frankly, a lot of people kind of struggle with a little bit. I mean, I do to an extent myself personally. Gotten a lot better about it, but, you know, nonetheless, it's even something that I kind of struggle with occasionally. Have the sexual marketplace somewhat correct, but instead blame on one, blame society. Well, that's the thing a little bit. And honestly, like, the idea that there's like a sexual marketplace, in my opinion, I think it's just like not really the way to think about it, in my opinion. Like, because I mean, I guess sure there's like a marketplace in a sense, but I mean, it shouldn't be thought about that. It should be thought about, like, you know, what makes you happy and finding someone that does make you happy. I mean, you know, it's like, I mean, it shouldn't be thought as like some marketplace, like you're buying a product or something, or you're selling a product. I mean, obviously there's, you know, an element about sex and shit that is, you know, a marketplace. I mean, there's sex work, you know, and shit like that. Absolutely. I'm not saying that isn't there. But, I mean, it's one of those things, like I said, people overthink about, I think. I think people overstate and overthink the idea about what is a marketplace when it comes to shit like this. And this isn't just incels either. I think just everyday people, when it comes to things like social media, dating apps, stuff like that, you know, I think it's the same thing on that side of the spectrum on this as well. Because, you know, a lot of those type of, you know, apps, you know, hyper expand on the idea that, like, relationships and sex is basically kind of consumeristic. And you're looking for certain things that are more palatable or sellable for attraction and stuff instead of just the personality and who the fuck they are. You know, so, I mean, there are certain variables, you know, that, you know, on both sides, frankly, in my opinion, that are, you know, emphasize this idea of a marketplace that, frankly, just isn't really there outside of this artificial idea that's been, you know, forced and kind of like, you know, astroturfed to the surface in a sense that, you know, a lot of people have bought into. But the thing is, if you look at, like, how many people are using dating apps and, like, how many people, so to speak, are incels and shit, it's kind of a small minority of a lot of people, at least in the U.S. alone, right? There's like 340-something fucking million people at this point in this country, give or take. So it's like, I mean, and how many people use dating apps, you know, collectively? Maybe like, you know, 10-something mil, give or take, maybe at most. Maybe like 15 mil at maximum, probably. Just give or take. At least, you know, for consistent use. That's a small fraction of the, you know, of the population of just the country alone. So it's like, how super really influential is it truly, you know, is it, you know, when it comes to just people's everyday life? You know, like, you know, not really as much as people will make it out to be. I mean, it does for a lot of people, for sure. I mean, because obviously the numbers do show that there are people that do use it, you know, and because of that, there's going to be at least like an indirect, you know, like aspect of that people will deal with. You know, and like, you know, because they'll have like a friend that's using Tinder or like, you know, or know a coworker that's using it or something like that, right? So, I mean, you know, it's there, but, you know, it's not like, you know, this, you know, as big of a thing that, you know, some people may make it out to be. I mean, it is a problem I will agree with, but, you know, it's because of the consumeristic, you know, push about it all. It's not about like, you know, mutual understanding about like, having like a happy relationship with a partner and, you know, having a, you know, more mutual understanding of their personality and who they are and stuff, and like liking them for them instead of like, dude, they got big booba. Which big booba nice, but, you know, it's good stuff, but I mean, can't be the only fucking thing, you know? But, I don't know, I mean, you know, it's just like one of those things where I feel like, you know, a lot of people do kind of overthink about it, you know, and it comes with all sorts of stuff, I think, you know, it's like, I mean, you know, not just like, you know, the, you know, aspect of trying to get a partner or like, you know, the aspects of like dating apps or social media stuff. I mean, it's just like, you know, all these little things. I mean, because there's also environment aspects, right? Like, depending on where you live, that will play a role on, like, if it's easier to find, like, some peers, or people, or, similar age group that, you can hang out with and stuff. Like, if you're in some bumblefuck small town, like, Texan town, or, somewhere in bumblefuck Wyoming or some shit, chances are you ain't gonna be finding really, anything to whip your dick with, right? Like, or dip your wick in, right? So, like, it's just one of those things, where, depending where you're at, I mean, like, it might give certain opportunities, or, frankly, a lack thereof. I mean, and that's also why a lot of young people tend to, leave smaller towns and, like, small rural areas and go into urban cities and bigger suburban, like, towns and shit, because, it's more likely to find, like-minded peers or like-minded age, group and shit, or a very similar age group of people. So there's more opportunity to hang out with and have friends and relationship and stuff like that. I mean, it's kind of, at least to some part, why, especially if you're in some small town, you ain't going to really find anyone who's like-minded or in your peer group. But if you do, it's, chances are they're probably already in a relationship because of a high school sweetheart or some shit like that. Or, only there, for a couple months until they, save up enough money to go to college or some shit, right? Like, so, it's like, in that sense, like, pickings be slim, right? So it's like, I mean, and especially considering, a lot of economic conditions, especially for people in smaller rural areas and stuff, it's getting more and more fucking impossible to get out of that. And I mean, our entire system in itself really needs to be addressed as well when it comes to this type of thing. And that's why I feel like people overthink it. It's like, really, the whole root is the fact our system sucks. I mean, because while there are similar issues going on in other places like in modern Europe and stuff, they don't really have the same problems as much in comparison to, like, over here. And a lot of it's because they have just better economic, opportunities. They have just general better standards of living, so these issues aren't really as flaring and as bad in comparison to places like here in the US, or even in Japan or Korea, for example, too. Because, I mean, they suffer from a lot of these same problems, and in fact, in some ways, even worse, than we do. I mean, it's like the whole loneliness problem in Japan is legit way worse, because of the fact that everyone's fucking working and literally has no time to themselves, and it's pretty much like, an obligation to work like 50 fucking hours a week or something. Like, it's insane. It is actually, in a lot of ways, worse over there. And their country is legit, unironically, suffering for that. And if they actually were a lot more, ironically, less xenophobic and more liberal with their economics and shit, and actually, gave more free time and personal time to the people and shit, some of these issues would actually, at least for Japan, would start subsiding, or at least being reduced. So, I mean, it's like, a lot of it's just because of, the system fucks on us and shits on our throat. I mean, that's really what comes to it, and that adds, more disparity, more disenfranchisement, and it makes it less likely for people to want to go out and stuff, or, even if they do have the time for it, and when that happens, it's just like, yeah, I mean, you don't expect loneliness to be an issue, because it will be, it's going to. I mean, it's not just something that's hitting men either at this point anymore. Like, there are, women, in the same, like, age group as us that are feeling this fucking thing, too. Like, I mean, women are feeling the impact as well. I mean, it's a growing problem. It's not just, like, a, male loneliness issue. It's starting to become, like, a societal loneliness issue. It's because it's starting to become such a growing issue. I mean, I think that's why, especially, like, especially for me lately, going to these different scenes that have been coming back since COVID, why they feel so alive, because, like, it's because people don't want to be alone, right? And it's like, and getting to, with people or random strangers and shit like that, it's just something that's, like, it's liberating in a way, especially when you feel like you've been cooped up for so fucking long. So, it's definitely one of those things where, like, our system plays a fucking role in this. Way more so than people realize. Want to be alone, though? Do you really? Because, I mean, honestly, a lot of, like, I don't feel cooped. I mean, I don't know, dude. Deep down inside, do you fucking really? Because if so, then how come you hang around, like, with me and stuff? Obviously, it's not in person and shit, but nonetheless, you're not really alone. So, really? Is that actually honest? Because, honestly, I don't think it is. I just gotta feel like I don't have anyone else. Well, that's why in some part, like I said, the environment and the conditions that you're in right now is something that you need to get out of. Which is why, you know, pushing for something like Arizona or just, frankly, just getting the fuck out of Alabama and having, like, you know, essentially at least a clean slate in a sense, I think will help, you know, branch you out a little bit. I mean, obviously, you're still going to be in Alabama for a little bit longer right now, but at least you're in an area where, you know, it's got better opportunities. There we go. Well, motherfucker, if there's ever a situation where you're visiting me or living up here or something like that, over my fucking dead body. Just gonna put it that way. I'll get your ass to hang out. Go outside just, even for a little bit. Even if it's like one day of the month. I'll make it happen, damn it. You know what? Like, if I somehow work it out with your mom to fucking visit me up here, you're gonna fucking promise me you're going outside and doing something at least once a fucking day. And going seeing, you know, the sights and seeing places and all that type of shit. You want me gone in a week? Bullshit, dude. You underestimate, like the level of annoyance that I can tolerate, okay? Dude, my friend Metal T can be annoying as fuck sometimes. My friend Harley can be really annoying sometimes. And, I mean, dude, I have a patience of a saint with this shit, okay? Like, I promise you. Took 2 years. Why are you saying it like it's some fucking achievement, dude? Like, I mean, what the hell? It's not... Oh, my God. What the fuck, bro? As long as what I had. Evidently not. Even though we haven't met personally yet. I mean, look at us. We've been hanging around, like, what, for like 5 years or something at this point? At least hanging out online and shit. I mean, give or take. So, Chick about to say what? Wait, I don't know. You don't even know? Dude, I'm pretty sure, bro. Like, dude, I've been doing these streams. Like, dude, you were hanging out on shit with Twitch, right? Like, dude, you've been around the block for a minute on these streams, dude. You know how long I've been doing them? Doing them for a while. Like, at least, like, what? Like, 3, 4, some fucking years now at this rate? Good damn, son. Good damn. Didn't we meet after I dated her? No, you were still dating her at the time. In fact, when you were dating her, you kind of left for a while. I met her in 2018. And yeah, you were hanging out during like 2017 when I started streaming. And then you were dating her, and then you basically fell off the radar for like the longest time, and then you'll hang out occasionally. And then after you broke up, you came back. You know, and started becoming more consistently hanging out and shit. So, like, I mean, you know, there was a time where you weren't here for a while, and you were only here, like, kind of off and on during that time, but, no, you were pretty much here for pretty much most of that, yeah. She constantly wanted to do shit. Well, that's what friends are for, bro. Like, goddamn. What do you mean, goddamn? Oh, my lord, dude. Bro, there's legit cool shit around here that, you know, you'll find, like, you know, like a spot that you'll just, like, go to every day because it's, like, your safe space, dude. Styrofoam like that, because that's boring. Boo. I already do that enough as it is. So, boo. I like boring. Well, we have a town, you know, for you. I'm actually not kidding. There's a town in Oregon just for you. It's safe? Well, Here, you want to see it? I'm showing you it now. We're checking this out. All right, where are you? You're right there. Yep, there you are. Here we are. Found it. There you go. See? And look, it's boring as fuck. Just like you said. Ooh, we got like a shell. Ooh, timber pub and grub. That just sounds pretty good. A taqueria el jalencia. A red apple. Rum's gyro and grill and stuff. Right all on side. You got like a little baby trail, like the tiniest trail probably ever. Got a chapel, like, you know, who gives a fuck about that? Got some random things. Tiny ass random little, I don't know what the fuck type of road shit this is, but you got that. You know, you got like a fucking fly annoying me. You know, it's like, I mean, you know, it's pretty boring. It's pretty safe, and, you know, there ain't really much going on there. Got a golf course, you know, if you want to do some golfing, because, you know, it's boring. You know, it's perfect. Got a little creek if you want to, you know, just sit on the side of the creek and smoke some weed. You got a Bigfoot Center if you want to go down and check out some, you know, some stuff about the Bigfoots. I've actually been there before. It's pretty cool. So, you know, yeah. There you go. Just for you. Actually, it probably would be relatively reasonable to live there, actually. I imagine rent ain't that bad, because it's outside of town. It's outside Damascus, and, you know, and when you go further west, that's when you start getting into fucking, like, Sunnyside and Lentz and stuff like that. What I miss? Oh my fucking Christ alive. A place just for you. Where the place you should live. Because if you like it boring, then there you go. Be boring. Be a boring fuck. And live there. Because, you know, it's boring. The only thing I name my town is McDonald's, a weed store, and a gas station. Well, there's a weed store. There's weed for sure. There is a gas station. And there's not a McDonald's, but there are a bunch of other food places. There's a lot of other food. So, no McDonald's, but there's other stuff. Got a Timber Pub and Grub. Bar and Steel Commercial. Oops. Got a Taqueria El Jalencia, Country Coffee, a Red Apple, a Gyro Grill. Got some food. And what else is here? And there is indeed a marijuana shop out here. Got a storage unit so you can store your shit. Got like a little fresh produce farm stand because there's local farms in the area. So you get some fresh produce and shit. So that's dope. Boring's actually kind of cool, honestly. Boring, Oregon is actually kind of a pretty legit little spot. No McDonald's, no bueno. You're a fucking bitch. Corporate whore. Licking them boots. Licking them boots, boy. Oh, hey, is that who I think it is? Who doth be that be? Oi! I shall assault thee with stick. Oh, okay, it's you. Have fun, bro. No, it's not my friend. It's
me. No need to break out the stick.
Well, I broke out the stick anyway. But yeah, I'm just waiting for my friends. Going on a bike ride later, so I'm just waiting for his ass. Thought you were him for a second. Actually, I feel like I would have heard some loud music by this point. Which, in fact, where the fuck is he? He was supposed to be here a while ago. Trying to, yeah, I'm just gonna hit his ass up. There we go. Hitting up that ETA. Oh my god, now my Telegram chat's exploding. Oh boy. Everyone's starting to hit up the deets and logistics now. I should go to the bathroom real quick here, but before I do, I'm gonna play a tune real quick. Have the music in the background at least. Sport corporate food. You know what? I'm gonna specifically play something just for you. Give me a second. Just need to find it. Just need to find. There we go.
Our weapons to fight. I got my clothes, I got compasses, I got guns, I got dynamite, I got a hell of a lot to fight. I'll fight.
Oh yeah. Yo, this one's for my homies at McDonald's. Yo, listen up, check it. Well, I'm not here to convince you and I'm not gonna preach, but if you keep beating me, I'm just gonna reach for the gat. I'm taking you out right now, because you're not just killing a pig or a cow, you're fucking me up too. Now what am I supposed to do? Stand idly by when you do what you do? You're ruining your world with your addiction to dead animals. I will bust non-fiction. For example, 25 gallons of H2O makes a pound of wheat. But did you know it takes 100 pounds that much to make a pound of beef? So from our water shortage, we get no relief when over half of our water goes to produce meat and cattle eat up all the grain that we could eat. But we don't, because we won't understand the demand to make better use of our food and our land. 90% of our corn and oats feed livestock, and that's why I hope that you're listening. Yeah, I said I wouldn't preach, well I lied. Alright, who cares what you eat? I just want you to know that while you're getting fat on your burgers, I'm gonna go get the gas. The gap, cause it makes a lot of sense. It's not a personal thing, it's just self-defense. You're not taking me out with your destructive diet. I'm gonna draw the gap on you just like Wyatt Earp. Yeah, Earp, that's the sound that you make when you burp after you eat up a big, big steak. You know, come to think of it, I'll be helping you out when I end your life quick, cause without a doubt, you'll be dying much slower from colon cancer. But hey, that's your decision. I'll wait for your answer. Oops, sorry, time's up. Take that. Between cancer and a gun, I'll take the gap. It's not only quicker, it's less expensive. The cost of chemotherapy is most extensive. And who pays for it? Me, that's who, when my health insurance costs go through the roof. But cancer's not the only choice, if you please. You can have liver, kidney, and heart disease. Ulcers, constipation, salmonellosis, hypoglycemia, multiple sclerosis. Yes, these diseases are funky and fresh, and all can be yours when you eat dead flesh. Rolling, 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 tumors in your colon, blood pressure is growing, right? And just think of all the homies who've died. So, as a courtesy to you and for your own protection, and before your body's filled with mass infection, and before you die from causes that you think are natural things, I'm gonna go get the cat. I heard it all before.
Can't tell me what to buy in a store. I'm saying about your picture about what you might do. I find that liberal bullshit your opinion.
Yo, shut up! Listen up, you fuck up, I'm fed up. Yeah, you see me, but I'll beat that deceit. And the crap of the trap of the rap of the food that's not food. And I'll be rude and crude, cause that's my mood and my voice and my choice and my rhyme this time. And I mind that you're so damn blind that you're eating from the wrong link of the food chain. And I ain't even mentioned yet about the pain that the animals live in before they are given the bullet or the mallet to satisfy your palate. But before it gets to you, there's some things they do, like chemicals and dyes and nice happy lies. Like, meat is part of the 4 food groups. If you study nutrition, you know you've been duped. You get better protein from soybeans with 1/3 of the fat. Now what you think about that? When you compare the vitamins and compare the price, you're much better off eating beans than rice. But let me reiterate my own position. I'm a goddamn drunk. I don't care about nutrition. So just think about what I have said. Then make up your own mind in your own head. Then throw away your meat or give it to your cat. But if not,
Can't turn over this. An NDSL ban.
go get the gat.
I think I have to check it. Just gotta make sure I got all my shit. I don't know, a little bit of an order. There we go. Cool. Yeah, let me check it out. Bop. What is this? Sex Twister, Peaches and Cream. Sex Twister? Actually, you know, I'm pretty sure I have heard of this. I'm pretty sure I've heard of Sex Twister. Weren't they like a part of like DP's like segment or one point or something like that? Learn to stroll DP. That's what I mean. I'm pretty sure it's like I found this after DP. Which is punk. This is like some fun indie punk stuff. Hold on. Just gotta look at my shit prepared a little bit. Ah! Let me get this out. I don't need this in here. It's just kind of indie punk, but hey, nonetheless, still goody. You know what? I'll just bring my fucking tea. Bring my tea jug. And... actually, you know what? Take this along and this. Yep. Yep. Then I can put some food, snacks, and all that shit in there. Actually, speaking of, got some snacks in here that I can grab. Yeah. There we go. Cool. My mom just gave me the worst eye over this music. I actually like this kind of sludge punk. I mean, you know, because, hey, I mean, there's all sorts of different punk that, you know, is out there. I mean, I'm a punk head, but I like all sorts of punk, you know? Including this type of punk. As she walked by, then, when the An Hour Year came on. Oops. I'll put that there, actually. Better safe. Here. Ah, no. Get back here. There we go. Ah. Damn it. Little pop-up. I wish you would, you know, be able to, like, you know, run for long distances. I'd bring you along. It's got hair in my butthole head. My eyes are way hairier. Oh, I bet. Honestly, I'm not. Alright, never mind. I'm not gonna go. No. Not going that route. I love Billy Ocean, but I got called gay for growing up. Billy Ocean? Man, I was like questionably called gay for liking Rammstein because of songs like Bookdish and shit like that. That dude also spreads his eagle. Dude, it was within 3 seconds, not the first 5. It was within the first 3 seconds. It didn't even get to the 4th second mark when he did it, dude. Not just some, dude, it's like the full cock and balls, dude. Like the entire thing. Dude, that is gonna be like the endless meme for a while, dude. All of this in this little container here. Because I figure I'd bring some smokeronis and stoneroni material for the bike ride. Where the fuck is he, dude? I said 4:30 and it's like half an hour afterwards, dude. I'll put this spread around hidden links to say something else, but it directs to that video. Good luck with that. I like how horror videos used to link to that one video of Jeff the Killer. Oh, dude, I know about that. That's like one of the OG creepypastas. And yeah, then there was like Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah, before that there was Slender Man, Freddy the Killer. There's also the Smiling Dog, that husky that had like the Smiling Dog one. Like there was that one too. Oh, my friend finally showed up, I think. Yeah, I could tell. My friend showed up. That time, I know, dude. Well, I'm not gonna end it yet. I'm gonna wait for him to get in here. I'm kind of slowly preparing myself anyway. Hey, dude! Hey, Zukov! Shut up! Oh my god, this dog. Hey! Well, my friend gets in here, so my dog can shut up. Take two, Sue. I can't. It's a bike ride. My dog is not ready for that yet. I'm training him, but he's not there yet. Hey! Get in here already! Zukov. Oh my god, this is getting chaotic. Being agent chaos. No, my friend is. Okay, alright, pause your shit. Oh my god, it's buffering so bad.
That's because I got too far from it.
Oh my lord.
Is this bad if I play copyrighted music?
Well, I mean, I do it off and on. Okay. Well, I mean, like, honestly, YouTube's loosening up with it. It's just certain bands or certain artists that I kind of have to watch out for, but... I mean, what is this? Oh wait, this is Maiden, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, this should be alright. I mean, I've played some Maiden before in the past.
So, yeah,
I've done Maiden karaoke, too, even.
I want to head to Super Burrito.
Yeah, I was just, at this point, I've just been waiting for your ass, but yeah.
I was getting beer, and also I was like, oh, I better take a shower.
Yeah, I mean, I had one to kind of pregame with, because I forgot to drink it last night, so I've been doing that a little bit, but... Oh, did I ever tell you about the fucking rat that's been in my garage? Did I ever tell you about that story? Oh my god, I'm gonna have to tell you the story, you know, like, it's fucking goddamn absurd.
Oh, damn.
Dude, so, one night I was streaming and shit after work. I had the door open like it was, and I was just kind of chilling, and I saw a rat, you know, kind of like by where that little shield is over there. And I went, oh fuck. So I stood up after a minute to see what it was doing, and it, you know, I thought it ran outside, and I closed the door, and when I turned around, it was like sniffing around at the door, and I went, oh fuck, it's in here with me now. And
I wonder, I mean, it's got cheeses around.
Actually, I have a live trap right there, and you know, and I've set it up and hasn't gotten into it yet. Mainly because I think you have my dog food and kibbles here. So, actually, what I want to do is before I leave, I'm going to move that out of the way, and I'm just going to leave the little trap there for now. But I'm going to at least, you know, move that out of the way so the only food source is that shit over there. I've also been kind of setting everything up. I pretty much have most of my shit getting ready to go. I'm putting it all in that backpack.
So you just go ahead and take a hit, and then we can go.
Pretty much, yeah. That's pretty much like the whole summary going on here. You know, taking one more toke and wrapping this up and get my last little bit of shit. If you want
soy sauce with cheeses,
dude. I mean, it's been over here for a while. It's kind of they might be stale. Yeah. I mean, are they okay, or are they just full stale of shit?
Yeah, pretty stale. So everyone else is playing it wrong. So you gotta do that, and then you also have to phase in and out of existence.
I know, right? Yeah, you literally have to phase into different dimensions.
Or phase in and out of different planes of existence.
Yeah. Alright. But anyway, I'll at least have some stuff recorded, like, you know, I'll probably upload a couple YouTube shorts, stuff like that, you know, the bike ride and stuff like that for everybody.
Because if you don't completely mindfuck one of the cyborg snakes that killed the god of their universe because they wanted their legs back, then you're not doing it right.
Exactly.
So that should be a thing, like, Nietzsche's right, God is dead, but we didn't kill him, the snakes did. The cyborg snakes did because they wanted their fucking legs back, and God took them from them.
Damn. Weird ass bear nerds. Well, hey, you are too, just for different bands. Anyway, peace out. See you in that next one, which will probably be some.